This earth-changing global event upcoming sometime in the near future is quite important. So if you would please share this video and the links that I put in the description. I'll try to get through this briefly in order to save your time and finish my day after my 14 hours of professional work. I'll try to make this a little bit professional and start sharing this. I'm going to include the link for this video here where this lady's referring to 3 days of global darkness in relation to a planet. I'll explain what star system it's in. Julie Green of Julie Green Ministries has also had at least one prophetic word on 3 days of darkness. So have others. Bo Polny interviewed on His Glory TV. Just recently, he again mentioned 3 days of darkness. This here is the only video that I've heard Nibiru or X mentioned as a planet that would eclipse between Earth and the Sun for a total of 3 days, during which time these prophetic words have included electric outages and communication outages and recommendations on having old type lighting, such as just unscented plain white candles and oil lanterns. What I'm referring to is the Nemesis star system as depicted in this photo, this well, not photo, excuse me, this depiction here. And you see how it appears to have wings on this brown dwarf binary star of ours. It is a iron oxide trail, I believe, explained by scientists over the whole thing. This imagery matches imagery in ancient Sumerian text that I try to look up for you, and of course Google is being a pain in the derriere. This Nemesis system with Nibiru and other planets apparently has a 3,600 year orbit, and roughly every 12,000 years apparently gets even closer. The current prophetic word and a number of scientific astronomic estimates over the last 50 decades, or excuse me, 50 years or 5 decades, estimating that our sun Sol here will have the Nemesis system come in close enough to it that the planets of this Nemesis star system, specifically Nibiru, will come between Earth and Sol. The information is much more readily available. If you will look into Carlos Ferrada himself, there are nonsense, supposed debunking throughout globalist media platforms that don't want us to know the truth. There's extensive information on him. If you just look up his name, there's YouTube available, video available, but you don't even have to. For YouTube, you don't have to look it up. We'll go back here, and you can go to my playlists. The playlist that one is in is going to be in the pinned comment for Hercólubus, Nibiru, X, Wormwood, or what my friend Brian Gunderson calls Sal on Geomagnetic Earthwatch. Please see his videos. They're available through that playlist. They're available through my magnetic pole reversal playlist and probably others as well. Yes, my gardening playlist. I've got extensive different playlists on different things to help us survive whatever comes along. I've got one on prophecies, got one on revelation, and numerous different things, including one specific for survival, which is predominantly related around freezing weather, but also in destabilization events or battle events, wars and so forth. I've also got a Rumble channel that I will attempt to add this onto. Here is some of my current videos. I struggle to get them uploaded on there, is why there's only a few for some reason. But I only put the news videos here. I do not put all my automotive and big truck and equipment repair or just little stuff like I do on my regular personal channel here. So please make use of this information. Please share it to others. I thank you for your time and consideration. Please discuss with your family preparedness for whatever may come. Please do not let this cause any fear or anything. I absolutely do not intend this information, nor does anyone else, including the scientists themselves. Some of them over the last decades who have spoke of this are rather excited and possibly exaggerating. This is what is driving our magnetic pole excursion and will cause some form of magnetic reversal. It's what causes plate displacement, ocean inundation, which is the ocean's magnetism from these different planets and our binary star, which may actually be in a trinary star system. I tried to look that up earlier today and, of course, couldn't find the Egyptian hieroglyphics actually showing that because I'm using Google. You can thank them personally if you like. This 3,600 year cycle of this Nemesis star system is mentioned in Revelation as the star Wormwood. And our biblical book of Revelation explains what occurs. And a number of scientists and researchers have explained their hypothesis, theories, and personal opinions on what may occur. There are geological records of things that have occurred. And obviously, there have been major civilizations, including throughout North and South America, that have just disappeared. During this time, the geomagnetism spreads the magnetic field lines further apart. I should have brought up images of that for you. They are posted on my Facebook with the post that I put up today on that. And of course, not readily available, but I'll see what I can do to help you. Try to be quick here, as I mentioned. A bit hungry. Been up since 3 a.m. working. See if we can get to this rather quickly. I will post a screenshot of one of the two showing the star systems there for you on the cover of the videos that get posted. Please bear with me a moment here. This is being a complete nuisance. See if I can scroll to this quickly. You might like to listen to that video. There are some folks taking part in that. Here we go. You're welcome to check out all this information, but it will be posted. Go down a little bit here again, and here we go. Magnetic reversals. Normally we have a north magnetic pole and south magnetic pole. Currently, south is fairly close to south, but it's no longer on Antarctica, and the north is working its way across Siberia and the rest of Russia towards the Indian Ocean. During a reversal, this on the right is more of what will actually occur and may have already been occurring. Small magnetic anomalies causing electric power outages in places like all of Portugal and part of Spain at once, during which time there was also outages and events in the United Kingdom. This stuff is causing Earth's core and magma to heat up. The heat is rising up in the surface and igniting dry roots of dead trees. And then fires spread out. Covered this kind of stuff on a YouTube video almost 2 years ago that nobody wanted to listen to, even though 300 people clicked on it. This is another example of changing of the magnetic field lines. Currently, they're spread apart over the Americas. So if for some reason you feel like moving to the Eastern Hemisphere, maybe it's a good idea, but if you get too much ocean inundation on an island, well, you may be SOL. Astronomers announced clear evidence of a brown dwarf that's not specifically Nemesis. Here's another that claiming there used to be a binary star. There still is. And our sun's name is Sol, S-O-L. Sol, in Latin. I want to thank you for your time. See if I can get to the bottom of the screen, or at least here you go. Remember, we don't know exactly when things occur. If there is prophetic word coming from Yahweh, Jehovah God, that we are going to have certain events occur, they will at some time. Maybe not within days like the lady's video says, because his days are much longer than ours. For example, in biblical text, it says 1,000 years as of watch of the night. Our sun was created in one day. Earth with all the waters and so forth, the land in another day, and the moon in another day, and man in a day, after the animals in a day. Some think this took millions of years. Scripture claims it's 6,000 years total. I'm not going to try to debate anyone. My faith comes from the fact that I'm still here today through everything I've been through. Don't bother questioning that. Also, all the ways I'm blessed. I may be just a poor countryman, but I'm blessed. Thank you for your time. I appreciate each and every one of you sharing this video and the links within it. I wish you a blessed day. Please consider be a blessing to others. Pray for discernment on all this in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, our Messiah. Thank you. Take care.